What up with y'all, man? It's Mr. Zach, and I'm back with another one. Man, do me a favor, man. Y'all hit that subscribe button, man. Y'all can catch this content every time I drop a video. But, man, we about to get into this viral arrest and beating of a young 22-year-old male named William McNeil Jr. Man, it was crazy to see that. The police didn't think that they were being filmed, man, but they sucker punched the dude, pulled him out the car, hit him again, jumped on him, pounced on him, and claimed that he was driving without any headlights during the rain, but it wasn't raining. And then the funny part about it, the officers who detained him or arrested him, their headlights wasn't on in their car. And then you had other cars, you can see in the video footage that cars were passing by without headlights on. Then they say he had no seatbelt on. You know what I'm saying? But it looked like when they snatched him out the car, they was pulling off the seatbelt. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of discrepancies, man, that's going on with this case, man. And I think if dude would have never, because it happened in February, but it was just released. The guy just put it on social media. The one who got attacked put it on social media a couple of days ago. So it's sparking outrage, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it was too much force. You know what I'm saying? They forcibly removed him, punched him twice, and then did what they did and then try to blame it on some headlights. You know what I'm saying? But from my understanding, he had suspended license, and they found less than 20 ounces of marijuana in the car. So you would think, if they're going to pull you over, they would run your license plates, but obviously they didn't run his plates. They just pulled him over. I think it was racial profiling going on. They had made an excuse about the headlights. They ain't even had their headlights on. But it's crazy, man. But you got civil rights attorney Ben Crump and Harry Daniels, man. They are now representing McNeil, and they argue that the officer's actions was excessive and demand accountability, man. Somebody got to be accountable for this, though. But internal investigation is continuing, and community leaders and advocates are calling for systematic reforms, citing not only this incident, but a broader history of force-related complaints within the JSO, Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, man. It's crazy. But they did a press conference. TK Waters, the sheriff up there, did a press conference, and he said that he didn't know nothing about the footage until somebody called him and told him about it. So he launched an investigation. But at the same time, it seems like he was trying to cover for those officers. You got people saying, man, the cell phone footage, but he talking about he gonna release the body cam footage so we can get full context of the situation. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? Let's get into this. Let's see what's going on. And shout out Police Activity, man. Y'all go subscribe to them, man. They got the whole thing, the body cam footages, and then they actually put like the little window of the cell phone footage so you can see exactly, he lined it up. They lined it up perfectly so you can see exactly what I see. Looked like excessive force. Looked like the dude sucker punched him. Didn't know they was being filmed, and his ass is caught. It's like this man about to get some money. But anyway, man, let's get into the footage, man. And oh yeah, I'll leave a link in the description, man, if y'all want to watch the full video. All right, let's get to it.
Yeah, Florida 24 Bravo Echo Charlie Whiskey on a silver Kia. I know how it goes.
Yes, sir.
Is there a reason why you're popping the door open like that?
I don't have a window that works. Is there a reason that you're pulling me over?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a reason why I'm pulling you over. For one thing, inclement weather, you don't have your lights on. Two things, you're not wearing your seatbelt.
It's daylight. I don't need the lights, and it's not raining. It's not raining.
Oh, this is inclement?
It's not raining.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you. I'm telling you why I'm pulling.
I was trying to stop it to see them cars passing by. A couple of them looked like they didn't have their lights on.
Over. Give me your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance.
No, call your supervisor. Why?
Excuse me?
Call your supervisor. Why did you pull me over?
37, 35. I'm cooperative dog driver. I've already told you.
Why did you pull me over?
Step out of the vehicle.
No.
Step out of the vehicle.
And see right there, what I'm thinking, if you pull him over for no lights, but don't you supposed to run the plates? The car got to come back to somebody. I don't know if he owned the car was in somebody else's name, but I think you need more than just headlights off to be trying to snatch somebody up out the car. Anyway, let's keep going.
25 seconds. For 9-4, the driver just slammed the door and locked it.
Call your supervisor.
Yep.
Via West Palm and Commonwealth.
25 seconds. If anybody responding, come in from Commonwealth, block the vehicle, please.
I'm coming West Palm, Commonwealth. I'll be there in a second.
Keep your hands where I can see them, sir. My camera's on too. I've already told you. Okay. Okay. Right now you're under arrest for resisting. You understand? You're under arrest for resisting. The longer you take us on, the worse it's going to be.
Is it resisting or obstruction? Y'all put in the comments, was he resisting arrest or was he obstructing an investigation? Leave it in the comments. Let me know what y'all think, man. No lights on.
Keep your hands where I can see them, sir. Okay.
No headlights on. You know what I'm saying? Don't the police supposed to follow the law too? Set an example. He's pulling up with no headlights. We can see that. Look, no headlights. He had the disco lights on at the top, but he didn't have these lights on. Let's keep going and watch. Headlights is blinking, but they ain't on.
Sir, this is your last warning to open the vehicle and exit before we're going to break the window. Open the door and exit or we are going to break the window. Open the door and exit or we are going to break the window.
Well, we're conducting a traffic stop right now. You need to.
No, he's under arrest.
Hey, I'll lock the car. I'm going to push it up.
Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting.
Young brother scared, man. They scared. These YNs are scared of the police. They don't know if they're going to make it out the traffic stop or not.
Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting.
Can you unlock the door and step out? I will. Can you step out? You're being done. There's a traffic stop being conducted. You're required to comply.
Vehicle's blocked in.
Yes.
Just locked it up. Putting the window down.
Correct.
I tried to talk to.
Huh? Okay. So what did he ask for when he I guess, talked to you?
When he pulled me over, he walked up, opened my door because my window don't work, right? And then I said, so what I did wrong?
Yeah.
He said, well, for one, your headlights are off under this weather. I'm like, there's multiple people headlights off.
Okay, that's still
and then there's no rain.
It doesn't matter. You're still required to have headlights on.
Can you pull that law up?
Huh?
Can you pull that law up?
Yeah, when you step out of the car, I will.
Hey.
Can you call your supervisor?
Huh?
Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle.
We seen him. That was a punch. That was a punch. And the dude just sitting there. He ain't causing no type of threat. He's more calmer than the police officers, man. He's asking for a supervisor. Now, I don't know if the supervisor ever came out at that point, but it seemed like it wasn't. Like they just it was just excessive force, man. That's crazy.
Show me your hands.
Here.
DJ 1033 at 16.1 hours.
He hot.
Here. What is your reason, sir? What is your reason? Step out now. All right. No,
Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.
We got to see that again, man. That's crazy. That's a damn shame, man. That's a shame. Let's see. We're going to go back a little bit. Go back to the...
You step out of the car, I will.
Hey.
Can you call your supervisor?
Huh?
Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle.
Ooh.
Show me your hands.
Here.
DJ 1033 at 16.1 hours.
Here. What is your reason, sir?
Seatbelt on.
What is your
y'all.
reason? Step out now. All right. No.
Another punch right there. Why would you punch that man? You got 2-3 officers on him. He got his hand behind his back already. And they saying stop resisting. Y'all yanked him out. Your body gonna move all kind of ways when somebody yanking on you. You know what I'm saying? The man's scared. At this point, he think they about to unalive him. You know what I'm saying? He get punched in the face sitting in the car. First of all, they break his window. They punch him in the face, yank him out the car, yank him off with his seatbelt on. They yank the seatbelt off and yank him out of the car with his hands behind his back. And then the officer punches him. I don't know if that was the one who broke that. I think that was the one who broke the window. The same officer punched him in his face, and y'all can see it right here. That was a good freeze frame. But yeah, punched him in the face, threw him to the ground, and, violated the man. You violated this young dude. Now he already scared of the police. Now he got reasonable suspicion, or not even suspicion, a reason enough to be even scared of the police. For them to do him like this, it's crazy. I can't wait till we watch this press conference with TK Waters, the sheriff, while they try to cover up. And this is the best angle right here. All that body cam footage, you can't see nothing. But the sheriff, TK Waters, is gonna say, what we seen in the cell phone footage ain't what our eyes seen. Like, we seen it. Let's keep going though.
Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.
One more time.
What's wrong with you?
What you mean? I was putting my hands behind my back.
Exit the vehicle. Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle.
Dude, the punching had a beard. Not that dude right there.
DJ 1033 at 16.1 hours.
Here. What is your reason, sir? What is your reason? Step out now.
Same dude.
Put your hands behind your back.
And look like they hitting him still. Oh boy, about to get paid, y'all. He about to get paid.
What's wrong with you?
What you mean? I was putting my hands behind my back. I was on.
Ain't no talking now, man. Ain't no talking.
What's going on, man?
You're under arrest. That's what's going on.
No.
Yes, bro. Yes.
That's a lawful reason, bro.
Got the Space Jam gold and black Jordans on.
And I'm just trying to have a regular conversation with y'all, bro.
That's how it all works.
When they asked me to step out of the vehicle, you should have done that shit. So your partner didn't even ask.
Marijuana in his right pocket.
Yes, it is. So why close the door if you see him pull up? Because, man, what you mean? He talking about arresting me and stuff, but I didn't do nothing.
There's no resisting, idiot.
And he bleeding all out the mouth.
I don't know.
Can you back me up to the podcast? You back me up.
Officer showing his hand because he know he punched the hell out that young brother.
25. So you start rescue. 1067. Approximately 30-year-old Bravo Mike. Last race.
Right.
I did.
2570.
That ain't good.
I know.
You punched.
No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What's your name?
Nobody got their headlights on.
You good?
Yeah, you or him? Oh, okay.
Right. Cut your body cam on.
2570, clear for wretched pursuit.
Crazy. Man, stuff like that, man, make you hate law enforcement. You know, I mean, I love law enforcement, you know. They do jobs. You have some officers, man, who do a great job. And then you have some of these rogue officers like that, man, make it bad for all the officers that are doing an excellent job out there, man. But this like, it really pisses me off because they feel like they can just do any damn thing they want to you, you know. And then you have the justice system always on their side. You know, they always get suspended or they in the office doing desk work and stupid things like that when they need to be fired. You know, and from my understanding, that officer who did that, he's been the focus on about 5 different internal investigations. That's what I heard on one of these news outlets. I don't know if I can find it so y'all can hear it, but the same officer has been investigated 5 separate times. The 3 times the public called on him. You know, individuals called on him, and the other 2 times I think it was something that happened within the sheriff department or something. But yeah, this man been the subject of 5 separate incidents. Internal affairs, you know what I'm saying? A person like that, man, he don't need to be in law enforcement. He too angry. You know, he see the color of your skin and think that he could just, you know, he's inferior. You know what I'm saying? Superiority complex, just because he got a badge on. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Crazy. Weird, but man, I guess that's the way it is, you know. But I'm glad that this young brother recorded it, you know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, they didn't even know he was recording it until afterwards. I heard that the one of the officers stopped the recording on the guy's phone. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he knew it was a recording or he just took the phone and cut the, you know how you cut the screen off. But we gonna get into this press conference with Sheriff T.K. Waters and listen to him try to cover it up, you know, and he's a black man. So we're going to see what he got to say. Let's get into it, man.
T.K. Waters, this is Director Ed Cayenne from our Director of Homeland Security and Investigations. Our integrity unit also falls underneath him. That's why he's joining me up here this evening. Today, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office is releasing information regarding the circumstances of William Anthony McNeil Jr.'s arrest on February 19th of 2025. Yesterday, while I was in church, JSO became aware that cell phone camera footage purportedly of this arrest was circulating on social media. At my direction, the agency immediately began both a criminal and administrative review of the officer's actions. These administrative reviews are ongoing, but the State Attorney's Office has determined that none of the involved officers violated criminal law.
Stop the cap.
Come on, man. What you mean? They didn't violate that. What? We seen the video, man. The state attorney got this wrong. I'm gonna tell him again.
Stop the cap.
Man, that's crazy.
Even though the administrative review has yet to be completed, we are releasing the body-worn camera footage today because Officer Bowers has consented to its release and waived his officer's bill of rights pertaining to the discrete piece of evidence. Because the administrative review is pending, the officer's bill of rights prevents me from releasing any additional information beyond these videos, as it is confidential under Florida Statute 112.532.
Blah, blah, blah.
As JSO's leader, I have vowed to be open and transparent with the public that we serve. Whether the information shared reflects well in this agency or not, I have always done my very best to tell the public exactly what's going on within the agency. When there are allegations of officer misconduct, our agency thoroughly investigates those allegations. When allegations of officer misconduct are sustained, we hold officers accountable, as I've done many times in the past. In this case, the cell phone camera footage that began viral circulation over the weekend does not comprehensively capture the circumstances surrounding this incident.
Stop the cap.
What the hell is this man TK Waters talking about? This was the best angle and the best footage of everything. This was what you mean it didn't capture what? What the hell? What the hell is this man talking about? Here they go trying to cover it up. This is an AI video or something? We didn't see, our eyes didn't see what we seen. Boy, these police, these sheriffs think we stupid. Anyway, let's keep going.
And that is to be expected.
Man.
Part of that stems from the distance and perspective of the recording cell phone camera. Another part of it stems from the fact that the cell phone camera did not capture the events that preceded Officer Bowers' decision to arrest McNeil.
This was the best angle, and from the body cam footage, they ain't do nothing but stand outside the car. This is why y'all getting sued. What we seeing with this cell phone video, the body cam footage is irrelevant, because when you show all the body cam footage, it's all over the place. You can't see what the hell going on. This is the best angle right here.
Moreover, cameras can only capture what can be seen and heard. So much
seeing everything, seeing everything. This cell phone footage, y'all need some cell phone instead of them damn body cams, because this cell phone caught everything, the conversation and everything. So I don't know what the hell TK Waters talking about. Y'all leave in the comments, man. What's the best angle? Was the body cam footage the best angle, or was the cell phone footage the best angle? Because in my book, the cell phone wins. Tell me what y'all think in the comments.
Depth are absent from recorded footage because the camera simply cannot capture what is known to the people depicted in it. As a 33-year law enforcement officer, I understand the importance of thorough and complete investigations. One piece of evidence considered in a vacuum without any context can lead to skewed conclusions.
Had every context.
When incomplete cell phone camera footage becomes the basis on which public opinion turns, the results can be equally faulty. A rush to judgment, whether it be in a criminal investigation or in a court of public opinion, can lead to flawed conclusions. Tonight, I'm sharing the footage from the body-worn cameras of the arresting officer, Officer D. Bowers, and two of the assisting officers, Officer D. Miller and Officer G. Curse, so that the public has more complete understanding of this incident. Before I deliver the currently available information and play the relevant body-worn camera, I want to be clear about something. Yes, there absolutely was force used by the arresting officers, and yes, that force is ugly. But as I've said many times before, the reality is that all force, all violence is ugly. And just because force is ugly does not mean it's unlawful or contrary to policy.
That was unlawful.
I want to provide the public with some background information pertinent to this incident. Since January 1st, 2025, Jacksonville Sheriff's Office has been involved in 38,805 traffic stops. Even as I speak, that number is climbing. The overwhelming majority of these tens of thousands of traffic stops were made without incident. After this traffic stop on February 19, 2025, McNeil was arrested for resisting a police officer without violence, driving on a suspended
resisting the police without violence,
driver's license, and possession of less than 20 grams of marijuana. On February 20th, 2025, McNeil pled guilty to and was adjudicated guilty of resisting a police officer without violence, and driving on a suspended driver's license.
He pled guilty because he didn't know what else to plead. The man was scared. He just wanted to get out of jail. That's what it was. Because I know I've been to jail before and I just accepted anything to get out. Same thing what this young brother did. But they want to hold it like he knew that he was wrong. No, the man was scared. He got out of jail. He had to do what he had to do to get out of jail. Crazy.
Pleas of guilty were accepted by a local judge who found them to have been factual basis and to have been voluntarily made by McNeil. After the resolution of this criminal case, McNeil took custody of his cell phone, the one he presumably used to record the footage that was shared on.
Presumably used. He used it. This is the one that you see the footage. Ain't no presumption. He used it. He put it out.
Social media on March 5th, 2025. At no time, February to now, did McNeil contact JSO to file a complaint, nor share with the agency the cell phone footage that is circulated on social media.
So,
as I said earlier, immediately upon becoming aware of this footage, JSO began a criminal and administrative investigations into the incident. Had McNeil filed a complaint, JSO would have started this investigation at that time. But we were not aware of this allegation or of improper use of force before this weekend. As this is agency's pattern of practice in any circumstances of use of force, the relevant body-worn camera footage was reviewed by multiple levels of supervision. However, as you'll see in short order, the body-worn camera footage does not capture Officer Bauer's response to resistance when McNeil was seated in the driver's seat. As I explained, although the State Attorney's Office has deemed it not criminal, the response to resistance is now subject of a pending administrative review to determine if Bauer's conduct violated JSO policy.
Correct.
The law requires that a person comply with the police officer's commands during a traffic stop. This is extremely important. There are not options. If you disagree, take care of it someplace else, but not on the side of the road. No one enjoys being the subject of a traffic stop, and there are times in which citizens dispute circumstances of their stops, but the law is clear. A person must comply with an officer's commands, even if that person disagrees with that officer's reasons for the stop. Within 21 seconds of his civil stop or civil traffic infractions, driving without illuminated headlights during a rain or failure to wear a seatbelt, McNeil refused to provide stopping officers with his driver's license and registration. 14 seconds later, he locked his car door and refused to exit the vehicle, despite being told many times that he was under arrest.
So why you won't put in there that he was asking for a supervisor? I bet you won't say that part. You just want to say the part with the officer and you know, bullshit. He was asking for a supervisor. Let's see if you're going to say that.
Moreover, McNeil was warned 7 times that he needed to open the door and exit because he was under arrest or resisting an officer without violence, or police would be forced to break his car window.
Exactly. And he said 7 times, can you get your supervisor? But, you know, they ain't going to say that part.
Soon after McNeil was outside his car, officers found a large, unsheathed, serrated knife.
Soon he was outside his car. No, they yanked his ass out the car, punched him, beat him up, and then y'all found that knife or whatever you're talking about
on the driver's side floorboard. Now I'll play relevant portions of the body-worn camera of the 3 officers: Officer Bowers, the stopping and arresting officer; Officer Miller, the second responding officer who spoke to McNeil from the passenger side of the vehicle; and Officer Curse, one of the assisting officers.
All right, I'm gonna fast forward this part. We seen all this.
It's a lot of flash sticks.
Brother Floss.
From you? Yeah, see that knife?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest concerns.
It ain't against the law to have a knife in your car. Okay, and? It don't look like he was reaching for a knife either. He was sitting there waiting on the supervisor before they punched the glass out and punched him, yanked him out the car. Was that in the trunk or what?
So I've said many times before,
That was in the
social
front.
media is not reality.
What you mean? It's not.
One video clip, devoid of context, can be very misleading. Given that McNeil never brought this incident to JSO's attention, but rather pushed the cell phone camera footage that he had in his possession since March 5th out on social media, one can only assume, and I'm saying I assume, that he intended to inflame the public. The administrative process is still ongoing, and as such, I will neither defend nor commend Officer Bauer's response to resistance until all the facts are known and the investigation is completed. However, as the leader of this agency, I will not remain silent while important facts and information are buried to advance an anti-police agenda. The truth is, William McNeil Jr. was non-compliant with JSO officers within 21 seconds after he was stopped for multiple.
So what if he wasn't compliant? Don't mean that you got to beat the man. You see you see the cell phone footage. The man was not aggressive or nothing. He just sat there asking for a supervisor. We seen the police officers getting aggressive and breaking the damn window. Just because he did what he did, resisted, doesn't warrant a punch in the face. A sucker punch at that. And another punch.
Civil infractions. His noncompliance quickly rose to the level of criminal resistance to a police officer. McNeil was arrested and pled guilty to resisting a police officer without violence. Force absolutely looks ugly. And because all force is ugly, whether or not the officer involved acted within outside JSO policy, that's still what we're investigating. The State Attorney's Office once again has reviewed the case materials and determined that Officer Bauer's actions are not criminal. Now JSO will conduct a thorough investigation to determine whether Officer Bowers acted appropriately with respect to JSO policy. When an officer does wrong, and I think every one of you know this and everyone that's listening, I will stand up here and tell you straight. And likewise, when officers justifiably use force, I'll stand up here also and I'll tell you straight. I ask the public.
Look, well, tell us straight. You know that man, Officer Bowers, didn't need to punch that man. Since you want to be transparent and all that, you know he did not need to punch him. You seen the video footage like everybody else. There was no threat.
For its patience as the administrative process is completely, competently completed. Once we've determined whether Officer Bowers acted within policy or not, I will immediately share that determination with the public. Out of an abundance of caution, pending the outcome of this administrative review, Officer Bowers has been stripped of his law enforcement authority. Effective immediately, all video footage presented in this briefing is available on all JSO social media platforms, YouTube, and JSO's transparency page. So I'll be glad to answer any questions you may have right now. Yeah, Eric? Yes, sir.
I know that he was charged with resisting arrest without violence.
Yep.
But there was, when I go back and look at the other video from the cell phone video,
Yeah.
I can understand the officer punching the window out. But what I don't understand is, and I know you said that this was not ruled criminal, sucker punching the guy in the jaw.
First of all, let me stop you. Not a sucker punch.
What was it? It was a sucker punch, fool.
I'm not excusing that administratively. I'm going to say that to you one more time. I'm not excusing that administratively. There are things that we definitely need to look at. But the context of this video should tell you everything you need to know.
Well, again.
What, the body cam footage video? Obviously, that's what he talking about because the body cam footage video, we didn't see nothing. But you talking because he resisted or what was that word I used? Forget it. He resisted. That's what y'all saying. So it weren't him getting beat up. Obstruction. That's what I'm talking about. Like he obstructed because that's what he did. It wasn't no resisting.
I take it. It looks like it's a sucker punch because he's looking straight and you see this.
Right.
Okay, and then you see them pull him out and you see a couple of punches to the face. Now, again, I understand breaking the window, but they charged him with resisting arrest without violence. So I saw a lot of violence.
I did too.
I think the public saw a lot of violence.
We did.
Against somebody that was not violent.
Well, first of all, Eric, don't try to talk the public into what they saw. They just saw the same videos you saw.
We seen violence, fool. Boy, the police think we stupid. Let's hear it. Let's hear this again.
Stop the cap.
Let's hear this again, cause this dude is he needs some new glasses or something.
In the window, but they charged him with resisting arrest without violence. So I saw a lot of violence. I think the public saw a lot of violence against somebody that was not violent.
Well, first of all, Eric, don't try to talk the public into what they saw. They just saw the same videos you saw. So what we're doing, what I'm saying is that it is what it is. This is the information that I wanted to share with the public in context without a short clip. It's very important to do that because it provides a lot of information to the public.
The short clip showed everything, fool. Damn, that's crazy.
It's important, let me finish. It's important for the people to know that you're not allowed to resist a police officer when he's doing his lawful duties. It's been dealt with several different times. You don't resist when you're doing your lawful duties. You don't deserve to get violated, but you deserve to get what's necessary to get you under control and get you and take that into custody.
Sheriff,
So I'll leave there. I'll go with. Go ahead.
You deserve to get what's coming to you, a beating, because you resisted a little bit, sitting in your car with your hands up. You get beat. This is a lesson learned. What this is like a public beating. Everybody got to see it, so we supposed to learn our lesson from this. You're gonna have people that resist all the time, especially people that are scared of the damn police. It's crazy.
The discrepancies people were seeing between the police report and what we saw in the video, and even what we saw in that video was the allegation that McNeil had reached down for the knife. That was in the police report. But
Where'd you see? What police report did you see that in?
In the arrest report for McNeil, that was stated that the officer saw him, reach for the knife that was on the floorboard. The video that was posted to social media, and even in there, I couldn't see any clear indication of that. I mean, do you see that when you're watching this?
No, actually, I don't see where his hands are. I can't assume, Jake.
He asked him, did he see him reach down for the knife? The sheriff said, no, I didn't see that, but I didn't see where his hands was. So you tell me that man got long arms to not lean over to reach for a knife. He had long spaghetti arms and plastic man arms and reach down and then try to get the knife. Come on, man. I'm gonna hit his ass with one of these again.
Stop the cap.
Man, stop it.
No one can assume. We operate off facts and facts alone. I can't make assumption. All I can go by when I read those things is what's stated in the report. I'm not saying whether it's true or whether it's not. I'm saying no one sees his hands at that point. He says, put your hands up, then his hands come up. But it was after the strike to the face. Like I said, again, I'm not trying this case in front of the public. I'm trying to give the public the information in context of what happened. No one saw his hands at that point. Don't know what happened from there, but that's part of the investigative process. Yes, ma'am.
You had the officer right there in the window the whole time. If he would have reached for something, it probably would have been the end of homeboy. It would probably have been the end of their young brother. They know damn well he didn't reach for nothing. They just didn't think that it was being filmed. That's what it was.
The cell phone that he was using to record the incident?
Yes. Put it in the property room.
Okay, that also was not in the report.
But he got it back with all the information still on it.
So can I get back to the sucker punch?
The young lady back there had a question. We can get back to you in a second, Eric.
So did this incident rise to the level that a response to resistance report was generated?
Yes.
Has that been reviewed? And is it still under review? What was the outcome?
So here's the process. When force is used, a response to resistance report is written. It goes to the supervisors. The supervisors then, at that point, review body cam footage. So they would have reviewed this. But you can't see admittedly, you can't see the strike at all. So it's very difficult. Had they seen that, it probably would have risen to another level to where somebody else would have gone further, which is why we didn't really know at that time that all this had taken place. I'm a big believer in being honest and upfront, and if something like that happens, I'm going to tell you about it, like everything else that we've done. But it's very important to make sure we get this stuff out here in context so folks can see it. Yes, ma'am.
Sheriff, what are your thoughts on the video that was posted on social media? And here's one of the officers kind of turns off the video, turns off what's being recorded. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know that he turned it off. I know that at some point we stopped it, but we wanted to make sure you got a chance to see both views from the officers that were dealing with him publicly, talking to him face to face. At some point it does turn off, but usually when the interaction's over is when that happens.
And they cut the body camera footage off? Oh.
That's why we're still looking. That's why we look at the entire process. That's why we check for JSO policy violations. I can't give you right now whether they turned it off at the right time or at the wrong time. This is my opportunity to share the information with the public, right? And so now we still continue to refer to the social media video. When I just showed you body cam videos with
that's the best footage, the social media. The cell phone footage, the body cam footage ain't nothing.
Much more information. Let's acknowledge that because that's important. The importance is I'm showing you the video, the body cam video from the entire incident from start until they had to turn it off or we stopped it for time, for time's sake.
Do you know if McNeil ever filed a formal complaint?
He did not. He did not. He never filed a formal complaint, which we'd have been all over it, had that been the case. But he did not.
And the reason why he was trying to get his lawyers. He had to heal up. He was bleeding out the mouth. The man was scared to turn it in or call or whatever. He just got beat. But I think he did the right thing. He waited. He healed up. He's sitting on it. These officers didn't get in trouble because obviously they was still working. But you know what? When you sitting on gold, you might as well put it out, man. I know he got his team. He got Benjamin Crump and Mr. McDaniels on his side. So, yeah, put it out.
So, I just want to get back to the punch. This is just be a yes or no question.
Wait, Eric, are you going to tell me how to answer a question?
I'm just keep it simple.
All right, go ahead.
Was it appropriate for the officer to punch this guy in the jaw after he'd already broken the window? Was that yes or no? Was that appropriate?
It depends on the circumstances. But it's already determined it's not criminal. Now we're going to look for JSO policy violations. How about that? Is that good?
Well,
hell no, it ain't good. Y'all investigated y'all own. I heard on the news clipping when I was doing my little bit of research, I heard that Jacksonville Sheriff Department or Sheriff Office, they investigate their own stuff. So that's why it's an outrage of different things that didn't happen with this precinct. A lot of cover up, a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? So if they investigating their own, obviously they gonna change something. They gonna look at something and say this ain't criminal. So.
Civilian did that to another civilian, they would be in handcuffs.
No, not necessarily. It depends on the circumstances,
Hold
situation.
On, what did you say? You go back.
Simple.
All right, go ahead.
Was it appropriate for the officer to punch this guy in the jaw after he'd already broken the window? Was that yes or no? Was that appropriate?
It depends on the circumstances. But it's already determined it's not criminal. Now we're going to look for JSO policy violations. How about that? Is that good?
Well, if a civilian did that to another civilian, they would be in handcuffs.
No, not necessarily. It depends on the circumstances, the situation.
What?
I know that's how you want it to be. I know there's a tendency to want to be some massive cover up that is not. That's why I'm here. I stand up, we talk to you about what happened, we give you what we can give you, then it's up to you guys to report it. But
do you think the public is going to buy that?
I don't know. My point is,
Do you think the black community is going to buy
don't use the black thing. Don't use, I'm a black man. Wait, hold on, Eric, hold on, stop
Ain't
for a
nobody
second.
stopping.
Because you're trying to be incendiary, and this is not the time for it. This is me sharing information with our public, right? The whole statements about the black issue, I wouldn't work here if we're after black men or black people, period. I can tell you he wouldn't. I can tell you any other African American or black male or female that works here wouldn't work here if we're after, if our black citizens are under siege. Not the case, not at all. I've been alive probably a little bit longer than you have. Haven't had any of these issues. You know why? Because if I was ever stopped by the police, which I was when I was a young man, and they asked me to do something, I did it. It's simple. Simple compliance. It doesn't rise. It doesn't get out of control. That stuff doesn't happen then. Do as we ask you to do. If you don't like the word compliance, just do as we ask you to do then, so that we can get finished. Then you tell us about it if you feel like your rights were violated, and we can deal with it. That's the way it should work. Every single time.
That's the way it should work, but you know, like I say, these YNs, they scared of the police. Ain't nobody finna just, no, they not finna do it. We see it time and time again where they are scared because they think something's gonna happen to them. So, that it is what it is. But it don't mean once you get them out the car, you beat them. Like, come on, man.
Yes, ma'am.
The officer that has been stripped of his authority, does he have a disciplinary history at all?
Not that I know of. We'd have to look, but I don't think so. We'll get you that answer. Anyone else?
Any idea how long this internal investigation may take?
It's hard to tell, but we're trying to get it done as quickly as possible. There are other cases working, but we're trying to get it done as quickly as possible because we want to, like I said, we want to share as much as we can, as quickly as we can, because it's that important. Good? All right.
Boy, as you can tell, man, the sheriffs, man, they always trying to cover up for a sheriff or a police officer that know he was in the wrong. I can't believe he said the cell phone footage is not the right context to the video. Like, we seen everything. The body cam footage, like I said earlier, man, is shaking, is all over the place. You can't even tell what's going on. You can hear all the punching though, and the roughing up of the young brother. You know what I'm saying? You seen in the beginning of the video where the door was up, he closed the door because he was scared. All the body cam footage show that, but the best footage is that cell phone footage. Officer Bauer is as guilty as charged. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to punch that young brother in the face, man. And they say they didn't see his hands. His hands was up. He put him down, but he wasn't reaching. You know, if you reaching, you going to put your head down and reach for it because you don't know what you're reaching for. You know it's there, but if you going to reach, you going to reach. The man wasn't reaching. He was just as calm as can be. He got socked in the face. He asked for a supervisor 7, 8, 9, 10 times. They wouldn't call a supervisor, so they took matters into their own hands. Then you see other cars passing by with their headlights off. The police pulled up with their headlights off. And it's just crazy. Like, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. But, man, look, let me know in the comments, man, what y'all feel about this situation, man. Was the officer wrong for doing what he did? Was it excessive force? Or did the young brother do anything wrong? You know, was he scared? You know, because I think he was scared. But, man, leave it in the comments, man. I want to, you know, touch on this situation, man, because it's a hot topic right now. It's viral. I think this officer need to be accountable. And, yeah, he need to be fired, man. Let's cut to the chase, man. He need to be fired. This dude need to win some money. Get his dignity back, you know, because he was beat up by the police, man. This man, he gonna have PTSD for the rest of his life. He probably ain't gonna want to drive no more cars, because that was terrible, man. It was terrible. It was terrible. But anyway, man, I'm up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, and like I always tell y'all, man, y'all protect yourself at all times. Keep your head on a swivel. God bless you. God bless me, man, and God bless America. And I'm out. Mr. Zach Reacts. Peace.